Hello, welcome to any community. In this particular video, we are going to discuss the types of Samprapti. From the past several videos, we have started with the description of Samprapti. Its three determinants, that is the Dushta Dosha, Anuvisarpana of the Dosha, and Amayasa Nirvritti. From this particular video onwards, we are going to discuss the types of Samprapti. In this particular video, the term Vikalpa Samprapti. Vikalpa means the options. Samprapti means the pathogenesis. But as far as the description of Vikalpa Samprapti is concerned, Doshana Samavetana Vikalpo Amshamsha Kalpana. So that is the description given by Madhava Nidana. Doshana Samavetana Vikalpo Amshamsha Kalpana. Amshamsha Kalpana iti Amsha Vatadigata Raukshadayah. So that means Vata dosha is having Ruksha, Shita, Laghu, Khara, Sukshma, Chala, Guna. Pitta dosha is having Tishna, Ushna, Snigdha, Laghu, Visra, Sara, and Drava. Kapha dosha is having the Snigdha, Shita, Guru, Manda, Shlakshna, Mritsna, and Sthira qualities. Whenever a person is consuming any kind of the Nidana Sevana, there may be a possibility of increase of either one guna or two guna or three or all the gunas pertaining to one particular dosha or two dosha or three dosha. There may be a possibility. For example, when a person is consuming more amount of the kashaya rasa ati sevana, there may be a possibility of increase of all the qualities of vata dosha. If the person is consuming more amount of the katu rasa sevana, there may be a possibility of increase of all qualities of pitta dosha. When the person is consuming the Madhura Rasa Ahara, there may be a possibility of increase of all qualities of Kapha dosha. Suppose if the person is consuming more amount of the Shita Rasa Yukta Ahara, there may be a possibility of increase of either Vata dosha or Kapha dosha. If the person is consuming more amount of the Snigdha Guna Yukta Ahara, there may be a possibility of increase of either Pitta dosha or Kapha dosha. So like this, so Amshamsha Kalpana, so that is being mentioned to have the increase of either one guna or two gunas or all the gunas of the particular dosha itself, depending upon the Nidana Sevana. So in this particular Madhukosha commentary, he has given the different examples also. The Vatasya Raukshya Shaitya Laghava Vaishadya आदिगुणस्य एवं गुणः कषायरसः कलायश्च सर्वैः भावैः वर्धकः. So like that, so for each and every qualities that was being discussed here. When you think about the Chakrapani commentary, it is being mentioned that Samavetanam iti sarvesham tena ekasho visho militanam cha doshanam grahanam amsham prati balam amshamsha balam tasya vikalpah utkarsha apakarsa rupo amshamsha vikalpah. Depending upon the Nidana Sevana as such, the person will be having the either increase or decrease of one particular guna that may be taking place in the individual. So further it is being mentioned that kadachit vatas shitamsho balavan bhavati. Depending upon the Nidana Sevana, there may be a possibility of increase of Shita guna only. Kadachit laghvamshaha. There may be a possibility of increase of laghu amsha in the body in some occasions. Kadachit ruksha amshaha. In some occasions, ruksha guna increase can be observed. Kadachit laghu rukshamsha. In some of the occasions, there may be a possibility of increase of either laghu guna or ruksha guna in the body. In the same way, you have to consider in terms of Pitta dosha as well as Kapha dosha. So from here onwards, we are going to see some of the examples. Suppose if the person is consuming more amount of the kadali, that is banana, there may be, as it is having Madhura Rasa predominance, there may be a possibility of increase of all the gunas itself of the Kapha dosha. Whereas the other image that is being saying that the person will be consuming more amount of the oranges, there may be a possibility of a Amla Rasa there. In that particular situation, the person may have the increase of a Pitta dosha in the body, and in some occasions there may be a possibility of increase of Kapha dosha. As it is even mentioned that the Tatradya Mardam Granthi Traistikta Kafam Kashayatikta Madhuraha Pittam Anyetu Kurvate. This is the description which supports this particular description. When a person is taking more amount of the prithuka or bitten rice, or what we can say poha, there may be a possibility of increase of ruksha guna in the body. Suppose if the person is having the exposure to this kind of the environment where the surroundings are having the increase of Shita guna in the body, we are going to expect the increase of the exposure to whole body itself. So that means whole skin will be having the exposure on Shita guna. Thereby, the person may have the peripheral vasoconstriction. So that means the Ruksha guna will be increased along with Shita guna, specifically in terms of skin itself. So this is the increase of Shita guna going to take place in this particular occasion. Suppose if the person is having the exposure to this particular fire, there may be a possibility of increase of Ruksha guna takes place in the body. So which will be identified by peripheral vasodilatation. The person will be having the sometimes the sweating etc. that can be produced. So the take home messages from seeing these kinds of the descriptions, the term of Vikalpa here refers to Amsha or Guna or quality of a dosha. For example, Ruksha, it's an Amsha of Vata dosha. Snigdha, it is an Amsha of Pitta or Kapha dosha. Guru, it's an Amsha of Kapha dosha itself. So like this, when the person is having the exposure of the Nidana which are having either one, two or more qualities, that is responsible for increase of those qualities in the body, on the body, or in or on the body. Thereby, we are going to predict the increase of the dosha which are having those qualities. For example, if the person is having the exposure of the consumption of kadali, which is having madhura rasa, there may be a possibility of increase of all guna of kapha dosha in the body. Dear ANM community, what are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. And what is the one video that you would like to hear in the coming days? Mention in the comment box below and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Ayurveda learners or true Nidana learners or Ayurveda diagnostics, so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. That's all for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.